And hello everyone, I am Tanstaffel, I am the Paleo Gamer, and today we are playing in the 4th beta weekend for The Secret World. Now, those of you who have heard about The Secret World by now probably know that there are 3 primary factions in The Secret World: the Templars, the Illuminati, and the Dragon. And when you start playing the game, you are introduced to The Secret World by your chosen faction. And they all 3 have different ways of recruiting you and indoctrinating you into the secret war and the new reality in which you find yourself, where everything is true, as they say. So, what I'm going to do today is I am going to play through all 3 introductions. I won't get into a whole lot of the combat or the lore or anything like that, but I'll let you see how the 3 factions operate, how they recruit you, and what the first things they have you do when you get started is. And that way maybe you can have a better way of deciding, or a better option of deciding, which of these 3 factions you want to support in the battle for world domination. And so I'm going to start by generating a new character, and we're going to start off with the Templars. And I'll see you in a bit.
Developments in Tokyo, where the military is maintaining a heavily guarded perimeter around the site of last month's terrorist attack. The Japanese government has stated that an unidentified radical political group released a biological agent in the Tokyo subway, less than 1 kilometer from Orochi Tower.
Okay, I'm going to play the full intro here. This is the Templars. Most of it's going to be the same every time, so I'm going to do the whole thing once. But remember, this is a Templar intro. Odd, I think there's a missing sound effect there.
Good afternoon. Are you... From the look of things, I guess that question is moot. Bee problem? There's a lot of that going around. I represent an organization headquartered in London, a very large organization with branches across the globe and connections in every government, although we see ourselves as a silent partner. We pull strings, big strings, prime ministers, presidents, kings. Dark days are coming. The world is in turmoil and we're recruiting. Soldiers, agents, adventurers, crusaders. And we offer good terms, a fresh start, a network unlike any other, unlimited resources, a fantastic medical plan, and a way to harness and use your incredible powers. It may be a big transition, but look at it this way. This is a unique opportunity. You have been chosen. You have been granted powers beyond what most can imagine. So you can either be an outcast in a world that will never understand or accept what you've become, or you can join others like you. Take a stand against a rising darkness, and embark on a journey into the unknown, into the hidden places, into the secret world. The choice, as we're so fond of saying, is entirely yours. But know this. Your emerging powers will attract plenty of attention, and not everyone is as accommodating as we are. On your own, you'll be easy prey. You might not last a week. This will get you where you need to go. There are instructions inside. Use it or don't use it, it's your prerogative. You won't see me again. I trust you'll make the right decision. By the way, our organization is called the Templars. You may have heard of us. We've been around a while. Good day.
Okay, that was the Templars. Let's see how it happens when you're an Illuminati. Everything up to this point is the same.
Somebody's been bad. I approve. Mind if I come in? Time is ticking, so I'll cut straight to the chase. I work in talent acquisition, specializing in a highly unconventional sector for a very particular client. And they're particularly interested in your kind of talent. Fucking stuff up, putting it back together, altering the fabric of space and time, basic thaumaturgy. My client is only interested in the best of the best. That's where I come in. Your talent is raw, but it's obvious. My client has the means to refine that talent and make the most of what you've got, and I'm not talking about money. Well, not just money. Protection, power, the best parties in the biz. We're prepared to give you a unique opportunity, a chance to prove you've got what it takes to hang with the big boys and girls, to rule the world. It's up to you to grab that opportunity by the balls. Based on what I've seen so far, you might be what I'm looking for, or you might end up dead. Time will tell. Tick-tock. You have an appointment tomorrow in Brooklyn that I'd recommend you keep. There's no address. Consider this the commencement of your official interview. Find us, or we'll find you. My client has eyes everywhere. Don't be stupid. Later, Gator.
Illuminati, eyes everywhere. Who would have thought? And now let's see how the Templars do it. Notice he doesn't straighten up. The others, he was picking up furniture that was fallen over. This time he didn't. Did I say Templars a second ago? Okay, this is how the Dragon do it, not the Templars. What am I saying? Okay, once you've been recruited, you have a set of missions in each faction's capital city. Those are our primary city. Those are London for the Templars, New York for the Illuminati, and Seoul for the Dragons. And the first thing you do there is you meet someone who basically introduces you to the environment you're in. Kind of a introductory person. So we're going to see all three of those. We may have to run a few steps to get to them, so you may see me run around a bit. But we're going to do the Templar first, then we're going to do the Illuminati, then I'm going to show you the Dragons. So let's go visit London, New York, and Seoul.
Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Look, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not.
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
Okay, you don't
what now?
You don't get a meeting right away for the Illuminati, so you have to go figure out where they want you to go. You actually need to go into this laundromat here and talk to somebody.
No. Too much visibility on the street. They're listening. They're always listening. That's why I keep the dryers running 24/7. They bug my phones, read my mail. They have this place on CCTV. Replace my girlfriend with an android. The Illuminati. I know you know. And they know I know. You know? Well, you're wondering why they haven't disappeared me. Shut down my magazine? It's because I play smart. I play along. It's a game to them, you know? It's all just a game. Oh, hi, Leah. Don't worry, she's not one of them. She's in my D&D group. Role-playing is the only avenue to resist control. We do nothing they don't tell us to. They've been conditioning us in every kind of media for years, okay? Example, Pac-Man. That's how they see you. Just a little head, just a mind share. And you run through the mazes they built, sucking down their pills. The fruit, the forbidden wisdom of Eden, never enough. And you can't shake the fucking ghosts, right? I mean, they're watching you. Their eyes are always watching you, even beyond death. This all adds up. That's where you'll find the Illuminati, at the dark center, in the ghost house, in the labyrinth. It's right here. Just follow the yellow dot road. That's all I can say.
So yeah, the Templar and the Illuminati more or less invite you to join them. The Dragon sort of kidnapped you. Of course, once they invite you, the Illuminati then kidnapped you and performed invasive surgery on you, but hey, what can you say? Anyway, what we have to do now is we have to go running through town until we're basically following these little butterflies till we get to the place we're going. I'll catch up with you there. Butterflies lead you here.
It's in here somewhere. I've seen it. I've seen. Are you familiar with the butterfly effect? It asserts that just a tiny change in initial conditions can dramatically change the long-term behavior of a system, like a butterfly's wings affecting the weather system, turning a light breeze into a tsunami. Most people take this to mean there's no way to predict or find patterns in a system so easily affected by tiny, random, seemingly insignificant events. But chaos theory is not about chaos. It's about order. It's about finding the underlying order in apparently random data. In chaos. In other words, chaos isn't. Chaos isn't. There's always order. Always. That order is what the dragon chases relentlessly. What they're doing is experimentation. They are testing the systems. They breeding butterflies so that they can discern the patterns. The more random data they introduce to the system, the more data they get back. They're creating a model of the universe, one tsunami at a time. But this is a controlled experiment. So the dragon ensures that with every tiny random change, they remain in complete control. They are ruthless planners. And what they're doing, what they're planning, is acts of... In a way, they are terrorists. Except their acts of terror are small, seemingly without consequence. They don't blow up buildings or planes. They don't murder the innocent. They don't have a doctrine. What they are doing is a lot more subtle, a lot more effective. They now have enough data in their models now to predict causality, at least to some degree. They put you somewhere, they have a good idea what's going to happen. That's what it's all about. Why you've been brought here to Seoul. I'm sure you're asking yourself, why me? Why now? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters now is that you've been brought here because they want you here. They need you here. Everything from the moment they visited you until this conversation, it may seem like a series of coincidences, random events. Carefully planned. Part of a model they've designed. Part of a system. It's an experiment. Don't you see? Everything has a purpose. Everything is true. Sooner or later, they all go upstairs.
Okay, now that you've been properly oriented to your society, the next thing that's going to happen is called the Tokyo Flashback. If you remember from the introductory video, there's a voice on a radio telling you that there's been a terrorist attack in Tokyo, near the Arachi Group headquarters. You're going to go back in time 2 weeks, kinda, and you're going to kind of experience this. Basically, you're going to astrally project into a body or something. So, we're going to do this is Tokyo Flashback. I'm not going to run through the entire flashback once, because it's exactly the same, again, for all factions. It's just how the faction gets you to experience the flashback that's different. So, once again, we're going to do the Templars first, then the Illuminati, then the Dragon. This is the Tokyo Flashback. Okay, as you can see, everybody else playing the game is here right now, but, let's run up and talk to this prophet sitting beside the road we're supposed to talk to. This is the way that introduces you to the Tokyo Flashback. Basically, their way of telling you what happened 2 weeks ago in Tokyo that you keep hearing about. And basically, it's the combat tutorial as well. But, we'll find out. In the meantime, we have to talk to this, sit around and listen to this guy. So, let's hear what he has to say.
So late to start recycling, to go to raves to save the gorillas, to cash out those Anansi shares. There's a storm coming. Mundo Storm, paint your glass houses shut.
You don't have to take his word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old and tired and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now and won't be here again. Sorry! I'll show you how it all goes down through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair. A voice over the speakers that you don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds. Lights out.
The Illuminati are everywhere, and they have eyes everywhere.
You know the drill. Run them through due diligence.
I'm on it. Please, no head trauma.
Someone ping Cassini to shut that fucking alarm off.
Say, have you ever seen a person void themselves from exposure to pink noise?
Get these two freaks out of here.
Hi. Have you ever seen a psychiatrist or taken psychedelic drugs? Whoa, 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 don't freak out. You got a lot of narcosynthetics in your system to fast-track the rapport process. So make yourself comfortable before you lose motor function in your arms and legs. Is it safe? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm a researcher. An experimental researcher.
Zern, my schedule is triple booked, so get started 10 minutes ago.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Geary. Management.
Still here.
Shit. Knew that. Wow. Illuminati. Always there. Okay. Today, we're going to be provoking your extra-human potential. Routine tests. Psychic driving, invasive procedures, auto-suggestion, and this is all going to happen while you're under a post-hypnosis role-playing scenario. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm going to play you a looped recording of the catastrophe in Tokyo. And then, with a little chemical assistance, your uninhibited neurons are going to work their crazy magic. I won't lie to you. This is going to be an intense, out-of-body experience. Wow! I'm pretty excited myself. And subject has left the building.
This is actually the shortest trip from your first intro guy to your second. What's with that guy's hand?
You're shy. Shy, confused, lost. You're not lost anymore. The dragon found you. And now, you found me. Everything happens for a reason. Every event, no matter how small, has consequences. They will ask you to do things, and most of the time, you will not know why, or what the consequences may be. It is the curse of the dragon. We do not know why we do what we do, but we do it regardless, because they tell us it is right. From chaos, there is order. Order and clarity. The one moment of absolute clarity comes in that brief exhalation of ecstasy. When our minds are empty, we are receptive to the truth. Most of the time, you will not understand their reasons. You will not be able to see the consequences of your actions. But there is one event you must understand. One truth. It's my job to help you see it.
Well, it certainly beats exploratory surgery anyway.
It's all shut down. Kite and show, everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
I thought the dragon thrived on chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it.
So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight, it's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia! Are you okay?
You're in the body of someone named Sarah from 2 weeks ago. That's how you're experiencing this. I'm only going to run this once. All three groups run through this, so all three factions you would get this just in different ways.
If Suberi was here, he'd tell us this is the worst time to argue.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere. Sarah, get your gun.
It was Annie who was supposed to get her gun, but oh well.
Open the gate! Just get out! Please! Hit the electric somehow! The film? No! Oh my God.
Watch out!
Nice shooting!
How many have they got in there?
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo...
It doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
Let's do this. Take it like all the other occult disasters, right?
We really have to stop meeting like this.
The other, like this is a relatively common experience in these people's days.
Don't let it get on you. Don't even breathe in.
It's reacting to us. Like it knows we're coming.
This stuff can't think. It's a cancer. Cancer doesn't know you're coming, it just is.
New plan. Fight chaos with chaos. Keep the bastards at a distance, then take them out.
That's your plan?
Well, it's a plan.
Never said it was a good
You got
plan.
points, Sarah.
Oh,
Make every
thanks.
shot count.
Incoming!
Nice one.
We're gonna need to use some heavier powers. Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
Listen, Sarah. You have to find Zuberi. We'll hold them here. Make a stand.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. That doesn't look good either. Okay. As I was saying, that could have gone better. Yeah. Whoops.
Ah, the cavalry has arrived. Even where the filth corrupts, Gaia's power endures. Take it into yourself. Breathe it out. Wield this broken body needed.
Over here.
Good. But even Gaia will be tested by what is to come.
Making a stand? Wasn't working out.
Yeah, about that. This ain't looking much better, to be honest.
Now is not the time for argument.
Told you he would say that.
We must reach the next platform! Well done!
Oh, well done for certain values as well, like I said.
Opening. I think that's bad news. Yep.
You think?
Bad news. They're not stopping.
And they will not stop. This is all to hold us back.
Top marks for effort.
Someone has to push through. This confusion may be all the time we have.
Someone?
that was convenient. Well, I hope all those guys are still okay back there fighting, you know, for the cause. And just in case you ever wondered, I want to know when the Tokyo subway got the portal beyond time and space option, you know? And can we get one of those in Atlanta? I mean, I think MARTA would be a lot nicer if we could look out into infinite space at any point we wanted. Okay, the next step of your indoctrination into the secret world is choosing a weapon. There are 3 sets of melee weapons, 3 sets of ranged weapons, and 3 sets of magical weapons, spells essentially, available to you. You get to pick one to start off with. Now, you can actually master all 9. There's nothing in the game stopping you from learning everything eventually, but you start with one of the 9. Every faction, again, has their own trainer and their own training area, where you can pick the weapons and or spells you want to use and start with. A couple of the factions require that you stop and talk to another one of their people first. That's the Templars and the Illuminati. You will have a slight conversation before you head on off to the weapons choice. Dragons, just go pick a weapon. Let's get to it.
You look like you've just seen the end of the cosmos, mate. I know the feeling. We're on the edge of it, and it's time to play your part, scene. Me and you, we're blood now, yeah? Templars for the win and that. Never mind. Looks like you've got some training to do before you're ready for your first kill. You want to do what your letter says. Go speak with Sonak at the Templars gaff. It's not far, you can't miss it. Honest, it's unmissable.
Come in. Come in. I'm very pleased you can follow directions on the back of a card. It is the basis for us getting along famously. Of course, with an establishment like this, we're practically in the yellow pages under Crusaders. Richard Sonak. So, you heeded our call to arms. You have questions, I can furnish you with answers. Some answers. To begin with, you haven't strayed into some atrocious Dan Brown airport paperback. We are not the Knights Templar. That particular appellation went out in the 1300s along with page boy haircuts and burnings at the stake. No, we run a 21st century, well, let's say a forward-facing organization, but one with its strength in ancient bonds of tradition, in loyalty, in blood, and, to be perfectly frank, in a sizable private army. Our firm guidance is needed to save the world from itself. We have kept the matters of squabbling secret societies and loathsome dimensions discreet. Until the shadows began to peel back across the globe, until these darkest of days came upon us. Now, the evidence is on television for pity's sake. We are at war. Might will make right, and it will fall upon us to judge the correct application of might. It falls upon you as a soldier of the Templars. Show me that you have the will, and we can teach you the way. Your remarkable powers can be honed and controlled, at least to less disastrous effect on property values. There is a private training area which we have reinforced for just that purpose. Come back and see me after.
Pineal gland. Overstimulated. Higher brain functions. Functioning. That is great work. Well above MK Ultra success rate. Hey, can I ask you, have you ever seen a jaguar tripping?
Zerd!
Well, yes. Look it up sometime. Hey, you better haul ass to the test chamber. Jump through a few hoops. Oh, and you may be feeling some discomfort from the microchip that I grafted to your spinal column. No worries, though. I mean, it's gonna fade, really. And as your doctor, I'd caution you, strongly caution you, don't try removing it, okay?
They give me clay and expect me to hand them back steel. It is not an instructor they want, it is an alchemist. You, my friend, are in a world of tigers, and they will eat you alive if you are weak, if you hesitate, if you do not strike first. Here, you will learn to strike first, and strike hard. For those combat holograms, they can do nothing to you. I, however, have a high-powered rifle and a streak of what some call sadism. I call a will to incentivize. You have potential, but we have no time to tease it out of you. Inside you is a power, an anima you can draw on to make yourself stronger, faster, a more effective killer. It is the magic behind the magic bullet. The weapons you use will become an extension of yourself. They are the instruments through which your anima is made force. I want you to arm yourself and show me that force. We have an arsenal here. You can experiment with all of them if you please. But when you leave, you can only take one with you. You have an edge, my friend, and I am not interested in how or why you came to possess it. Only that you sharpen it to the best of your abilities. Nothing less. In the test chamber, you can do so in safety. Safe. Except from me. Now, let us begin.
You must leave now. They are asking for you. I'm sorry you had to see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get the idea.
I am Desu. I am owner of the way. You are the dragon, one of 10,000 raindrops to begin a flood that will crash upon the stagnant and fearful. From out of the stillness comes great force for change. I will show you. This is a house of learning. None come here unless they are prepared to learn. You contain a power, the power of anima. It is of your breath, your blood, your life. It is an energy many seek to understand, seek to control. You are extraordinary. You can channel this anima to do your will, to do the will of the dragon. The closed fist, the talisman, the sword, even the gun, all of these are instruments awaiting your direction. Look around this house at the weapons of war. Take them, sound them out, learn the opportunities they provide. Learn the way. When we are satisfied, you take one as your own. This is your time for change. Before, your life was clouded, uncertain. That has ended. Dark days are coming. Some say they have already arrived and bring all we deserve. We shall train you to resist these dark days, and in resisting, reshape them. That is the way.
Okay, now that we've chosen our weapon, we get to go out and meet the leader of our faction. The Templars are, of course, a military organization devoted to fighting evil since the time of Babylon, or even before. The Illuminati are a modern, hip, corporate, celebrity lifestyle, sex, drugs, and Rockefeller outfit. And the Templars are an Oriental organization shrouded in mystery. As usual, we're going to talk to them in our order we've been doing it. We're going to go talk to the leader of the Templars. Then you can see the leader of the... or we'll meet the leader of the Illuminati. And finally, we will meet the mysterious leader of the Dragon. So, let's go on another world tour.
The time has come to discuss your upcoming excursion to the colonies. I'm afraid it's business, not pleasure. Recently, a small island community on the New England coast dropped off the map. You can disregard the tiresome government cover-ups. There are dark forces at play. Soloman Island is a rock with infamy. In the past, it was trafficked by the Illuminati before they joined the rush to New York. You should be aware that we have history with the Illuminati. Acrimonious history. Of course, under the flag of truce, we have spat and made up. And now we are the closest of enemies. All smiles above the table and drawn knives beneath it. Illuminati are reckless and cannot be relied upon to clean up their own messes. We must find the root of whatever doom has come to Soloman Island. But let me stress that this is not a rescue operation. Should there be survivors, you cannot announce that you've been chosen to deliver anyone from evil. Joan of Arc did, and look where that got her. Our goal is the salvation of all mankind, not on a case-by-case basis. I understand that may stick in your throat, but, well, halos are fading all over town now that there is so much more at stake. Leave as soon as you can. Your travel arrangements have already been made at the Eldwick Underground. I'll be in touch.
I fucking love old school hip-hop, don't you? Projecting indecision is a big no-no. Always smile. But this isn't another test. We don't do probation. You're either in or you're out. The Illuminati are very achievement-focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore. The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me, too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding. Soloman Island. A little town and a preppy school with connections to us have kind of vanished off the coast of Maine. The people aren't a major deal. Do you know how many disappearances there are in the United States every year? We do. But our noses need to be totally clean on this one. The military are involved, and we have limited bandwidth to stall the shitheels at the DoD. Give an old dude a red button to press, it's like Viagra to them. I want you out on Soloman Island to assess the impact on our bottom line. You can skip the traffic and the quarantine by traveling through Agartha. Just use your initiative. But not too much initiative. That comes across as desperate. Ciao, ciao.
Welcome to the Dragon. Sorry about the rough handling. Time's short and we don't have the luxury of a soft landing. I'm Bong Cha. I'm the voice of the Dragon. You don't speak with the child. You don't speak with the monks. You speak with me. You get your instructions from me. That's how it works. Are we clear? We believe in free will, within boundaries. I'm gonna set those boundaries for you, and then it's up to you to make your own choices. We all have a role to play, and we're all part of the Dragon. The head, the mouth, the claws and fire. Even the dust and debris swept along in our wake. We're all part of the equation, the reality disruption. We're agents of chaos, and we do what needs to be done to shape the future. We do what is necessary. At this moment, new systems are forming on Soloman Island. Think of it like the weather. A storm is brewing, and you're the butterfly. You need to flap your wings. Add another chaotic event to the mix. Aside from our rivals on the Council, no one's getting in or out of Soloman Island. The only road is through Agartha, and your kind has the right-of-way in there. There are predictions, models. But even if I did show them to you, you wouldn't have a clue how to read them. Trust us to know where you'll be useful, where you'll be able to disrupt and add discord. The Templars and the Illuminati are racing to unlock the secrets of Soloman Island. We could wait and let them tear each other apart, but there are designs, models, awaiting new data, fresh agitators, acts of gentle terror. It's time to leave.
Now, the way we get around the secret world, since it's a globe-traveling game, and they don't want us to have to be checking plane schedules all the time, is we have access to the Hollow Earth, an area known as Agartha. All three factions use this same area, and it's the same for all three, so I'm going to show it once, but I'm going to use the Templar one, just because that's the order I'm doing them in, but we're going to leave London, go through the subway, and go down to the Hollow Earth. Welcome to Agartha. This is called Agartha. It's the Hollow Earth. This is how you get around pretty fast.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. By my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. This underground realm, like the great British rail system, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Now, of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now, you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
And everything has led us to here. Welcome to Soloman Island. Welcome to Kingsport. Or Kingsmouth. This is obviously a combination of Kingsport and Innsmouth from the works of H.P. Lovecraft, which many parts of the Secret World were inspired by. Your introductory greeting here when you meet Boone, he changes it up a little bit depending upon which faction you're with. I'll play all three of the sequences there. You'll be able to recognize it. And after that, we're going to head on into Innsmouth, or Kingsmouth. And you're now in the Secret World. Welcome aboard.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys. Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite beans, Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road, but just watch you don't get saddle rash from the high horse, okay? Illuminati may have legacy on Soloman Island, but you folks gave that up for the high life and the low road. Now, chaos theory is all well and good in theory, but what we're dealing with here is chaos in practice. And what'll a dragon make of that? Sure, you can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with him. If I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire, and you'll come to the sheriff's office. Kid, whatever your reasons for being here, you find out what those people died for, and you bring a reckoning. This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be. But nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.